Show them who we are.
Protesters gathered in downtown Fort Lauderdale to participate in the We the People National March. The demonstration was in protest of what they call an attack on civil rights. This comes after a series of Supreme Court rulings last week. Protesters also speaking out against new state laws. The Supreme Court rejecting President Biden's student loan forgiveness program and ruled against affirmative action in college admissions. Meanwhile, in Florida, 200 new state laws went into effect over the weekend, some of which protesters say attack marginalized groups.
It's so nice to be here this morning with our community and really, making a statement that we need change, especially in our state.
No, we're not going to solve this in one election. The reason we're here right now isn't because of 1, 2, or even 3 elections. It's because of decades of elections.
Among the new state laws are some of the strictest immigration laws in the country, the expansion of the Parental Rights in Education bill, and permitless carry of guns.
And as the Supreme Court session ends for the summer, many Republicans celebrating the rulings as the president and Democrats denounce them.
And now a new ABC News poll shows how Americans across the country feel about the justices' decisions. Local 10 Sarah Onwar is in the newsroom now with that data. Sarah?
Gio, Janice, despite President Biden's criticism of the Supreme Court, calling it not a normal court, new data from ABC News finds most Americans polled agree with its rejection of Biden's student loan forgiveness plan and the overturning of affirmative action, which allowed race to be used as a factor in higher education admissions. Republicans and conservatives still applauding the Supreme Court's major decisions last week that delivered President Biden and Democrats a series of defeats.
I'm so pleased to see the Supreme Court so strengthened by 3 of the conservative justices that we appointed.
The conservative majority on the court overturning affirmative action, a decades-long policy aimed at addressing racial inequity and increasing diversity on U.S. college and university campuses for students whose academic performance already met the criteria for admission. 52% of Americans surveyed in a new ABC News poll support the court's decision. Some Democrats predicting admissions offices will adapt their policies to pursue their goal of increased diversity on campus.
I think what the universities are going to do in reaction to this is they're going to look at other ways to provide diversity.
The president also responding to the court's rejection of his student loan debt forgiveness program.
We'll use every tool at our disposal to get you the student debt relief you need and reach your dreams.
The new poll found 45% of Americans siding with the court on this issue, too. The Biden administration also questioning the court's decision allowing creative businesses to refuse service to LGBTQ customers.
There's no evidence that this web designer was ever even approached by anyone asking for a website for a same-sex wedding.
So the same poll also found 53% of Americans believe the Supreme Court's decisions are more based on their partisan political views than the law. In the newsroom, Sarah Onwar, Local 10 News.